Well, let's continue the conversation right now with the mayor of Birmingham, Alabama, Randall Woodfin. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us. Alabama's stay-at-home order expired last week, and a phased reopening of businesses is clearly underway right now. Yet coronavirus cases, we just checked, in your state continue to rise. You've cautioned that reopening decisions should be made based on data. Are you concerned your state is perhaps reopening too quickly?
Wolf, thank you for having me on. And the answer is yes, I'm very concerned. Every decision I've made as mayor has been for three reasons. One is to save lives. Two is to prevent community spread. And three is to keep from having a run on our hospitals. And when we need to satisfy the gate, meaning we have data around symptoms, data around tracking and tracing, as well as the number of cases, which we know continue to go up, we're not ready. And I think putting Alabamians in harm's way as it relates to choosing the economic crisis over the health crisis is dangerous.
In response to the state's decision to begin to reopen, your city of Birmingham instituted a curfew, also requiring face coverings. Why do you feel these additional precautions are necessary?
Wolf, when this started, we had three ways to prevent community spread. One was social distancing by having the shelter-in-place ordinance. Two was testing, and three was tracking. Well, if you are easing the restrictions and allowing retail to open up, that means that first option is going to be taken away. There will be less social distancing and people won't be 6 feet apart. And so I thought it was important to balance. If retail is open, then we should ease our 24-hour curfew. But when retail closed, you should not be out. And so that's why we instituted the curfew. The face covers is the same reason. If people are less than 6 feet apart and there's no social distancing, then the face covers is to make sure that there's less community spread.
We've also seen, and you've seen it, everybody by now has seen it, the data showing that the coronavirus is killing more African Americans in the United States than any other group. Does that match what you're seeing in Birmingham, and how does that influence your policy-making decisions?
Well, I can tell you, well, just some background of here in Birmingham. 1 out of 5 people are over the age of 60. 3 out of 4 people, 74% of the city of Birmingham are African Americans. And we have a lot of people with these underlying pre-existing conditions. When you add all of that together, in addition to knowing that we don't have the adequate testing, we don't have the adequate tracking, and cases continue to go up, it concerns me a lot, because there are a lot of people in this city who can be affected, not only test positive for it, but make it harder for them to recover. And so I think it's really, really important as elected officials, we do less talking and more listening to the health experts, but also important is not to base our decisions on dates, but more so on data.
That's important. You're absolutely right. The University of Alabama has a campus in Birmingham, and it plans to have teachers and students return for the fall semester. Can your city safely welcome students back to the campus by the fall semester, which starts in August or September?
Well, I'm going to hope so. I'm going to hope many measures will be in place around sanitation and other ways and measures. Residents and those we're welcoming to our city can take care of themselves. Here in the city of Birmingham, I think it's been so important that we over-communicate to our citizens, not only how they can take care of themselves, but what is the local government's role, as well as what is the hospital's role in sharing with our community around public health. This is a public health crisis we're in, and I am hoping as each month goes, things will get better. But until then, we need to make sure we do everything we can to protect our citizens.
Mayor Randall Woodfin, good luck to you. Good luck to everybody in Birmingham. We're hoping, certainly hoping for the best. Let's see what happens. We'll stay in touch. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wolf.